Hey, what's up, farming friends? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, and today we're going to talk about mods and maps for Farming Simulator 2017, and more specifically, how do you install them and get them activated. It seems like a day doesn't go by that I don't get an email from someone asking me about installation of a mod, especially maps. And so today we're going to cover that for you, and hopefully this will help you out so you end the confusion. Now, most of you guys know that inside of Farm Simulator 17, there is now a mod hub where it's pretty simple to get mods that are straight from Giants. You click, you come in here, you go to the latest or the best, you look up a mod, you find the mod that you like, and you say, oh, I want that on my game. I click on it, and then I just hit install, and it installs it in the game, and once it does, it'll prompt me to restart the game, and that is done. Periodically, you do want to come in here and check for updates, because if a mod has been updated, you get a nice little prompt here. You can double click on it and download the ones that need to be updated, and that's a nice, easy, simple way to keep your mods up to date. But there are third-party mods that don't make it into the Giants Mod Hub. These are the ones that you're going to find on your external sites like FSUK or Mod Hosters or Mod 17, places like that. And there are a lot of the mods that I'll be doing reviews on, and you'll get a link to download. But how do you get them into the game? Well, today we're going to cover that and the process that I go through to put mods in. So I hope it helps you out a little bit. Alright, so the first thing you need to do to get started is basically get a mod, right? So you're going to go to your favorite download site. You're going to find a mod that you want to install, and you're going to download it to your computer. That is going to go wherever your downloads go. In most cases, that's going to be your downloads folder. If you've changed the path of where your downloads go to, it's going to go into that folder. Wherever, when you download something off the internet, go there, and then you're going to look for the mod. So you're going to find the mod. And in this case, I've got a couple of mods sitting in a folder called FS17 mods within my downloads folder, just because I've got them organized, okay? The first thing I like to do before I even think about installing the mod, once I've downloaded, is I want to verify the integrity of the file. And what I mean by that is, most of the mods you get are going to come down as a zip, because that is the standard format for putting it in your mods folder for the game to be able to read it and recognize it as a mod for the game. Sometimes you will get a package of mods though when you download it. Like, it'll have, the main download will have 2 or 3 mods within that download that have to be expanded out or extracted before you can actually use them. So case in point, I have 2 mods here. I have a Canadian national map, and if I double click on the zip using a program called WinRAR to open it up, I can see that this is the proper file structure for a mod. It's just got DDS files or XML files and some scripts and the map in there. No other compression files are in here. So this has the proper setup for a mod. So that particular file is ready to be installed. This particular file though, however, John Deere W260, which is the windrower I reviewed a couple of days ago, you notice it's got the word unzip on it. The author's already telling me this is a compression file that I need to expand it and extract out the contents of it. But if I double click on it and open it up with WinRAR, you'll see that inside of it, I've got 2 more zip files. Now the game cannot read compression within compression. So if you have a file that shows up and it has zip files within it, you automatically know you need to extract that. If you have a RAR file that you download, sometimes people will put them in a RAR format. If you download a RAR file, you pretty much know you need to extract that, and that the files within that RAR are the actual files that you're going to install. So in this case, in order to put this John Deere W260 in, I have to extract these 2 files out of here. And these are the actual files that I would install for the mod to work. So I just extract to its current location into a little folder. And now within this folder, I have 2 more zip files. And if I verify the integrity of those, when I open them up, I see this is the DDS, the scripts, the sounds, and everything else for the tractor. This is the actual mod, as well as I would do the W260, and it would be the same thing. It's got all the different files that you need for the game, and it's in the proper format. So these 2 files would be the files that I would actually install for the W260. Basically, this is the windrower, and this is the cutting head for it. and they're two separate mods that will go into the store and everything else like that. So that particular package deal is just something that you need to look for. So always verify your file integrity. Make sure that the file is a standardized zip, that it's only got the files that you need to put in there. If it's got a zip within a zip, you need to extract out the zips and install the zip that was in the main zip. And zippity-doo-dah day. Anyways, so once you've got that, once you know you've got a mod that you want to install, you're ready to go. You want to come over to your computer and you want to go to Documents, My Games, Farming Simulator 2017, and you're looking for your mods folder. And then you just drag the mod over that you want to install, just drag it over in there. In this case, I'm not going to do the windrower. I already have it in. I'm just going to do the Canadian national map. So I'm going to drag that over. It's moved it in. You can see that it's now in my mods folder. And that's all I've got to do to install it. At this point, that mod is ready to go in the game. And if the modder, if the guy who authored the mod did his job right, it's going to launch up in the game. So let's relaunch FarmSim 17 and I'll show you the next step. So with FarmSim 17, it seems like one of the biggest issues I get questions about is the modded maps. And people say, well, I downloaded it, I installed it, it's not working. I think a lot of people get lost in the career section on how to get started. So we'll go ahead, we'll go into the career, and we're going to create a save game. We'll continue, we'll go easy mode. And it comes here and it says select a map. And a lot of people just, this is where they get lost. They don't think about going up here to these green arrows and scrolling through and finding the map that they want to do. So there's the Canadian national map that we just put into the mods folder. So it's working, it's ready to go. So we can go ahead and continue, and that's that. You can pick out your character and you're ready to get started. Now, let's say it's not the Canadian national map that you wanted to add in, and instead it was a mod that was you just put in. When you get to this splash screen here, this is where you can enable and disable all the mods that you want to use in your particular game. Here's the Canadian national map. One little thing you need to keep about is when you're starting up a new game with a custom map. If you've got 2 or 3 maps within your mods folder, make sure you scroll down through here and disable all the other maps. If you don't, you can have some mod conflicts within the maps because certain maps will have different scripts running within them, and if they're active at the same time that your current map is active, you could have a conflict. So in this case, I'm just going to scroll down through here, and I'm going to look for any other maps that I have. Like here is Thuringia. I want to turn that off, so that one doesn't start up when I start this game. I want to turn off North Brabant, so it doesn't start when I start the game. I'm going to turn off the Pacific Inlet logging map, so it doesn't start up. So those are the only maps that I have in there right now. But I want to make sure that I disable those so there's no conflicts with scripts or fruits and fruit prices, sell points, things of that nature. The other thing I'm going to get rid of is Courseplay, because this version of Courseplay is junk and it will screw your game up. So with that said, I've got everything installed. Now, if you had another mod that you wanted to turn on or turn off, if you've already started a game, it will list all the mods that you have, and a new mod that you add in will actually not be checkmarked. So you'll need to checkmark that mod and it will become active at that point. So let's say I had already started this game for Canadian national map and I just put the John Deere 260 windrower in. As I scroll down, it would be unchecked. If I want to add it in the game, again, I have to just double click so it's checkmarked and I'm ready to go. And from there, it's that simple. You start the game up and the game will run and all your mods will be in the game and ready to go. Now, it's a little simpler to find mods in FS17 as it was in FarmSim 15. Farm Simulator 15 in the store, you had to scroll through to the mods section and then you would find all the vehicles. In 17, they're all combined together in the store. So when you get a particular mod in the store, it's going to be listed in the store with that particular category. There is no subcategory for mods anymore. So the windrower, for example, the John Deere windrower is going to be under mowers. Well, actually, not windrowers, but mowers. Just like all the other mowers, it's going to be at the end of the mowers. So, but that's pretty simple. That's it, the basics for you. And here we have the new modded map that we just installed, the Canadian national map. and that's it. So anyways, I hope that helped you out. I know it seems real simple. There are some folks who had some issues with installing mods, and I just wanted to walk through and do a little quick down and dirty tutorial on mod installation, and maybe that cleared some things up for you guys. If it did, I'm glad it helped out. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends or anybody else who's having an issue, and of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, well, come on and join us. I do new videos each day, and I try to do some live streams in the evenings around 6 o'clock. Until the next time, guys, stay safe, have a wonderful day, and have fun farming. God bless. Bye-bye.